we have the possibility really to look at that mind without looking through the veil of symbols. And I'd like to see through shamanism, which goes back perhaps 40 or 50,000 years, a time when maybe the mind is much more quiet. Through that, maybe I can find something out a little bit more about the mind.
I'm Joan. Thanks to Nina, I met Terence about 15 years ago, and he continues to charm not only me, but an increasing number of insane people. I'm an anthropologist, and I've had a long relationship with visionary vegetables. And I'm very interested and examining in many ways, personally and in other ways, the relationship between indigenous peoples and endangered environments.
I'm Gigi. I'm currently MC and part of the backup band for spirit artists at the Ojai Foundation. I am interested in, I would say, events and people, ideas, experiences that help deepen our sacred relationship to plants, to all life. And I'm particularly happy to see Nicole here as a welcome coming back from a women's retreat to see such a fine, distinguished woman here is a nice homecoming to accompany such a fine, distinguished young man as Terence.
What an Irish tongue you've got.
My name's Jim. I'm a part of a small company that develops socially responsible business ventures. For many years we've been doing business with the Soviet Union and recently become involved in Brazil because we believe that part of the answer to the preservation of the rainforests is the development of commercially viable businesses that support the culture and the preservation of the Amazon basin rather than its destruction. So I'm currently learning all I can about the Amazon basin to apply our business acumen to this whole task.
My name is Laura Jenny. I'm a contemporary artist. I've worked with visionary substances for 20 years. From South America also. On the path and studying shamanism for the last 2 years. And I'm looking forward to your new insights. And thank you for being here.
My name is Marina, and last year I went to the Amazon for the first time. I stayed for a couple of months. I went to Brazil, different parts in the Amazon. I was particularly interested in the preservation of the rainforest and preserving the plants. I got involved with a group of people who are working to save the forest. They do stuff like they do ayahuasca, with plants are dying. And so I've been working with them for the last year, and particularly interested in medicinal herbs, and that I've been registered nursing for many years in Africa, also in different parts of the world. And the Amazon is particularly interesting, so as much knowledge as I can get is what I'm looking for, and your name is like, been ringing in my ears for the last year. So I'm very curious to see what you have to say. I'm very glad to be here. My name is Janet. I live here at the Ojai Foundation, and I'll probably be taking some of your meals. And I came here tonight to hear some stories.
My name is Lynn Radcliffe. I've recently come from the East to join the staff at Ojai doing program work. And I'm a peace and justice activist from a long time, and that includes justice for the environment. And I'm glad you're both doing your work for it. And I'm always glad to see gutsy, avant-garde, way out ahead women. So I'm really glad to see you there. You're a good role model. Thanks.
My name is Pat. I live in Malibu and a cave in New Mexico. And I love the psychedelic realm, and I love to hear you speak.
My name is Dushanka, and I was recently introduced to you via a tape at your presentation at Esalen, and I found it very inspiring, and I wanted to hear more. So I'm glad I'm here.
I'm Sarah, and I like to hear Terence talk, and I'm glad to hear Nicole talk.
My name is Lily, and I live here in the valley, and I have an interest in the Amazon and hallucinogenic drugs from way back. I do production work with music festivals because I believe music is magic, and I have also interest in magic and the goddess. And I love to hear Terence speak because it always makes me laugh and I always learn something, and I thank you for that. And I'm looking forward to hearing you, Nicole.
My name's Lynx, and I'm happy to be here. And haven't heard either of you speak before. Looking forward to it.
My name is Bob, and I recently heard Terence up at Esalen give a weekend series of talks, and I sent Dushanka that tape.
I had to give you credit for it.
I'm Eric. I'm semi-lucid insomniac, and I'd like information.
Thank you for sharing.
My name is Tom. I'm a registered nurse working in an emergency room in Ventura. Been listening to Terence for a couple of years and collecting and cultivating medicinal plants.
And I'm Terry. I'm also an emergency room nurse and fascinated with Terence and eager to hear Nicole.
I'm Pauline. I'm a psychiatric nurse, and we don't even know each other. And see, I study different forms of healing, and was in Peru up at Amazon last summer, and very much love the land, and I'm very interested in the ancient ways that come from the land.
Were you on the Napa, or where were you?
See, on the Amazon.
Oh, on the Amazon. Good.
I'm Chandra. I'm living in Ojai now. I'm the mother of 2 daughters. I've wandered around a bit around the world. I'm interested in good ideas, in consciousness. I love plants and the forest, and I'm happy to be here. Looking forward to listening tonight. I hope we get to you.
It's coming.
My name is Lola, and I live here, and I'm completely interested in the unlimited expanse of human consciousness, and I love to listen to Terence as one of the astral travelers in all those realms. So I'm happy to be here, and it's a pleasure to meet Nicole as well.
So, Nicole, why don't you just take a few minutes and say whatever's on your mind?
Well, the first thing I would say that I ought to is I never really thought too much about the